Hello everyone, my name is Keely Vieira, coming to you live from the inside of my humble abode out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. You can find me on YouTube at Keely Vieira, Kiliviera, and at IG at Keely V, Kilivee. I'm just a dad trying to escape the 9 to 5. I've been a part-time reseller for the last year. I'm a rookie trader, to say the least, in Forex, crypto. Also a content creator on YouTube, IG, what have you. What is up? Thank you for joining me tonight. I am very thankful and grateful that you made your way through the abundance of internet stuff and found me. Just a simple dude, really in the beginnings of something great. I believe that we all have endured so much in our lives, no matter how young, how old. I'm sure you can pull something from your past and just say you're still here. You know, you're still going through it. You're still learning a lot, and you'll never stop learning. Don't ever stop learning. Tonight's episode is going to be titled No Doubt. No Doubt. I am titling this episode number 6, No Doubt, because today I had posted a little meme of my head superimposed on Michael Jordan's body, dunking on Patrick Ewing. Kind of a vintage piece, but just reflects the tenacity that his airness brought to the court. I don't know if you guys saw The Last Dance on Netflix, but it was pretty epic, delving into the life and the mindset of Michael Jordan and his teammates. But that's not really what I want to talk about. The topic is self-doubt. And last night's episode, I was inspired to start podcasting, start recording audio into a podcast form. And tonight I'm actually filming myself as well. So if you are listening to me on Anchor or any respected podcast apps, please check out my YouTube channel. There'll be a recording of that there as well. So I made a meme last night, and I made a meme this morning, about this self-doubt, vibe. And when I was inspired to make last night's podcast about just doing it, just getting up and just doing it, just putting it into action, not really thinking much of it, just doing it. And it made me thinking about this meme, and going about creating it, I just thought about self-doubt and how it's so consuming, consumes our mind, and in turn that prohibits us from doing, putting stuff into action. And I looked up the definition of doubt in Webster, and it says, doubt, to be uncertain of something, to believe that something may not be true, unlikely. Definition of self-doubt, lack of confidence in oneself and abilities. So looking at these two definitions, a couple of things that stand out to me is uncertainty, truth, unlikely, confidence in abilities. And when I think about all these words, several things come to mind, several negative aspects come to mind about these things, and one of those things stand out to me is inadequacy, and not feeling that you're good enough. You know, a lot of times we experience things in our lives where, you know, outside sources, whether people who are close to you, family members, friends, and even strangers, kind of make you feel, you know, you're not up to par with whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe it's due to, you know, things that they've witnessed, whether it's, you know, your failures, whether, you know, they have their own personal opinions about you. It may not even be failures, it's just like how they feel about you. And that leads to certain things that are said, some actions that you see that are out of your control at times. And that leads you to kind of go back into your mind and think like, man, what did I do? Like, was it that thing that I just failed at? Or was it some, your mind just thinks so wildly about these things, and it creates this inadequacy feeling, like you're not good enough. And it may not be true. Sometimes it is true, because yes, you did fail at this one thing, but other times it's made up. It's something that never even happened. And that's crazy for me to think. Like, our minds are so powerful that, you know, something can't even happen, and you just, you know, get so caught up in that thought. Man, that trips me out. And another part of this awareness of this doubt is that fear of failure. And whenever we go into something, even if, especially if it's brand new, something brand new, you know, you have that fear of failure. You know, I don't want to fail, because if I fail, then people are gonna say this about me. If I fail, I won't feel good about myself. If I fail, I gotta start over again. And that fear, it stops you from continuing, and it lets you fall back into comfort. And as we all know, comfort is the enemy of progress, and comfort is the enemy of creativity. And comfort is a nice place to be because it's good, you know, it feels safe. But in order to really find progress, you really have to test your boundaries. You really have to, you know, fail. Failure is, I failed a lot, and failure has been one of the greatest teachers that I've ever experienced. And I'm still afraid to fail sometimes. And it's a daily challenge. It's a daily thing. You will encounter failure a lot. So in order to combat that, you just gotta face it and try your best to succeed. But if you do fail, just accepting it and seeing the lesson, pulling out the positive from that negative, is gonna help you build the blocks, you know, to overcome that challenge. And, you know, I wanna bring up, you know, like Thomas Edison. He failed trying to create the light bulb, and over 2,000 tries, you know, all it took was that one try, and he created the light bulb. And that trying, like over 2,000 times he tried and failed, and that one time he got it. And it also makes me think of like LeBron James, or like these, you know, athletes that we dream about being, and all we see is their greatness. All we see is that one 3-point shot to win the game, that one home run to win it all, you know. But what we don't see is the work that they put into that, the work day in, day out, blood, sweat, tears, every free throw practice shot that he made, thousands upon thousands of repetitions. The result of that is that greatness. And we need to be consistently trying. And I think that's what we're going to overcome when we face this failure straight on, head on. And also the lack of confidence and unlikeliness. You know, when I think of those words, that's like false truths. Kind of relates to the fear of failure and inadequacy. But false truths, like things we hold to be true, but aren't even real. Like they haven't even happened. And those kind of things like set us back a lot. And I feel like a lot of times that, you know, these things are so real in our minds that it's just like a wall, literally. But I just want to tell you that if you're watching this video, you have another chance. You're alive. You have the ability to hear or even see if you're watching it on YouTube. And you have a chance. No matter how old you are, you still have time. We have time. Yes, time is of the essence. Yes. Once we lose that 1 second and minute, we'll never ever get it back again. But that's kind of relates to last night's podcast. Just do it. Just put it into action. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be, you know, scared of the opinions of others. And, you know, we just gotta try. We just gotta try. Fearlessness, strength, courage. These are some abilities that are necessary to continue forth, to find success, to find, you know, the positives in life, in whatever you're trying to accomplish. One other thing that I wanted to mention is focus. A lot of these things are great. Fearlessness, courage, strength, that's all great. But one thing that I think is a key tool to understanding these things is focus, and more importantly, goal-oriented focus. And I think if we really break it down, every step counts, every movement counts, because movement is energy, movement is time, and we need to make use of our movements. And those movements include goals. If we have a target, we know what we want, but we need to find out how are we going to get there. What are we going to do in order to achieve these goals? And I think this type of focus is super necessary. You can focus on stuff, but I think if it's goal-oriented focus, there's a means, there's like a drive, and it's like just a peripheral tunnel vision. You're gonna just focus on that one thing. Yeah, you have goals on the outside, but that one main goal. I mean, you can focus on this goal, boom. Focus on this goal, boom. Focus on this goal. Like what I've been trying to do in the mornings is really focus on my Forex trading, practicing, learning, educating myself on Forex. And that's this one right there. The next tunnel vision is my goal of just self-love, waking up early, having a glass of water, brushing my teeth, maybe shaving my face, meditating, exercising. It may not be like the most nuts, intensest exercise ever, but just doing the steps, just doing those steps. And I've changed so much in this 2020 year, trying to focus on myself, trying to focus on bettering my mind, bettering my overall health, really. And it's been very good for me. Yeah, self-doubt. I mean, it's a real challenge every day. I mean, every day is a new day, and other things happen. Life happens, and sometimes we just gotta roll with it. Sometimes we just gotta bite the bullet, take it with a grain of salt. People say stuff that you didn't really expect to come your way, but you know what? I think in the end, we just have to try. We just have to try again and again and again. And we're gonna fail. We're gonna fail. But that is all it takes is that one thing. We're gonna feel good. We're gonna gain some momentum. Momentum is key. And once you get it rolling, man, momentum is hard to stop. But don't get me wrong, we're all human. We're gonna learn the hard way sometimes, but just stay positive. Stay positive on your journey. I just want to thank you for joining me on this episode of No Doubt. Stay tuned for more, you guys. I just want to break down how I felt about this self-doubt and doubt overall. Stay tuned for more, guys. Learning as we go. That's the main thing about this podcast is I'm learning, and I'm gonna tweak some stuff. I'm gonna fine tune it along the way. But thank you again. Stay grateful, stay humble, stay blessed. Thank y'all. Shoot.